Okay, let us first create a. I am creating a Windows VM, guys. Okay. Yes, if you remember, after you deploy any website to a VM, what we have done, guys? If you remember, we have added port number 80 to the inbound port routes, correct? Yes, correct or not? Yeah. Why we need to add that inbound port rule to 80?
So that from outside, people can access application on port number 80.
Yeah, you have to open that port, then only it will be, the application can be accessed. So I can open a port at the time of creating the VM only, guys. Here, expand it, you can check this port 80. By default, 80 will be added as an inbound port rule. Do you get my point? Yeah, let me review and create. Later on, you can add, otherwise you can add from here only at the time of creation of the VM. What happened?
Is this that new option has come? The security type. Earlier it wasn't there, right?
No, it is there now.
It is there.
Yeah, it is there. Generally, we'll select standard for all VMs.
But now standard is not working at all, right?
Yeah. This image in that region, it is not working.
Okay.
So it will, how it will be done, depending upon the region and the image which you select, some will not be available. That is the thing which will happen. Let me
changing basic options may receive selections.
Create a VM that complete the basic step and review and create. I have done the basic steps. All basic steps done. So let me change the region. If you look at here, this size is not available in that region. So there's a lot of restrictions because again, it's a free account. So a lot of restrictions will be there. If you go back here.
Yours is free account or pay as you go?
Mine is not a pay as you go, but not a full active account. Yeah, there is a limitation because my company account, I can't do everything.
Okay.
So I'm not an admin here, so I'll get a lot of limitations. Just a minute. You may not get these limitations. Just let me change again. Let us select East US. Yeah, this is sometimes, guys, irritating. Why it is cleaning at it? Because I don't want to use load. This will come later. But now why it is? I don't want to have any sets. Security group not. Chalo, let us select basic. Done. Let me create this for you. Guys, change the regions. Yeah, change the security type. So actually, you have to change it depending upon that because all regions won't have everything. If you select US regions, you will get availability zones. If you select any other region, you won't get that. So guys, there is a limitation depending upon the region which you select. App service and database. So let us do one thing. Let us deploy the same application inside VM. So, but this time front-end React, backend.NET, DB, SQL. So how it will be done? So first, let me try to connect to that VM. Now let me. What we need to do, guys, after you create any VM? What is the first thing which we all need to do?
Add role and role.
Yeah. What
I
role?
need to install IIS.
Yeah, server role IIS. I need to install. Wait until this blue stripe is gone. Done. Okay, it's still there. Still there. Yeah. Now, let me turn this off. Let me add a row. Install. Okay, it will take some time, you know that. So let us do one. Let me minimize it. Okay, first of all, guys, if it is a HTML project, if you remember the pipeline of it, if you remember, guys, there is no installation task, correct? The build pipeline of HTML. Why there is no installation task of any software in the agent?
Because HTML is by default supported by all the operating systems.
Yeah, always everyone will understand it. So no need to convert to any specific language, any compiler. We don't need anything. We know that. But for React, we have to, what we need to do for React or .NET or any other language?
We need to install particular software
Where?
on the agent.
On
So
the agent. Yeah. So
right
that
now,
internet. Yeah.
in the VM.
Tell me.
No. So right now it would be in the VM.
Yeah. Agent is nothing but it's a VM given by the Microsoft. Now you want to deploy your application inside your VM. So to do that, guys, what we need to do? First of all, guys, one more thing. Okay, this is done now. And guys, if you remember, guys, to deploy the SQL server, how will you do that inside a VM in real time? Or here. If I want you to install SQL server on your system, what you will do, guys? You will download software and you will install it. Guys, install next, complete, correct? Because it's a laptop. Are you getting my point now? Here also, guys, what we need to do? We need to download SQL Server software and we need to install that on this device. But in real time, who will do that? Guys, you will never download any software. You will never install anything in the VM. There is a system admin. You will put a request to him. He will be installing it because his software will have a price with it, correct? If we are deploying it in production environments. Are you getting my point or not? Guys, can I download SQL Server? Yes, I can download SQL Server. You can see.
You can directly download from VM also, right?
Yeah, you need to download from VM also. VM only. If you look at here, guys, it's a trailer version I'm trying to download. But which trailer version will my application work in the production? You can't use any production, any trailer versions in the production, correct? You have to purchase it and you have to install professional version or enterprise version, correct or not? You need to download the software. You need to enter key, guys. After you enter the key validated, then it will be done. So, guys, this work, who will be doing it? System admin, you won't do it. You need to just tell them, could you please install SQL Server 2022 in this particular VM? That is it. System admin, guys, what he will be doing, he will be downloading the software, he will be paying for the software, and he will be installing that software on your machine. And after you install it, what you will do? Now you need to create an SQL Server for this application. The software is already installed by system admin. What should be your work? Guess what you need to do with the database?
We need to run the scripts.
Configure name and the password credential.
Yeah, you have to actually
Create a database.
Yeah, create a database first. Later, table scripts will come. First, you need to have a database. No? Guys, if it is a cloud DB, you have created a database and a server as well, correct? Guys, are you getting my point? Yes. Now it is a on-prem DB. Here, server name is nothing but your server name, that 2070, 80 like that. And you will select SQL Server authentication. And yeah, when you install the software, this credential will be given by the system admin. You will log into it. This is the software which you will see. Where you will see this in your VM, correct or not? Are you getting my point? Guys, this is not a cloud DB. Is it a cloud DB?
No.
It's an on-prem DB. And in the VM, what do you use? You will be using this on-prem DB, not cloud DB. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So you download it. After you open it, what you will be doing? You need to create a database, correct? Database person won't be accessing it. You need to create a sample database and click the button OK. Then what will happen? A new database will be created. And after that, what you will be doing? Simple, execute the query given by the person here in the VM and the database will be ready. But here, guys, we won't purchase, correct? Okay, it will be nearly 40,000 Indian rupees. So you won't purchase. So guys, what will I do for this class? I will use Cloud DB only, but are you getting my point, guys? Here to demonstrate it, what I need to do, I need to download the software, pay for it. And then I need to show the project to you, but it will cost me anyone 48,000 Indian rupees. So not necessary, correct? Are you getting my point? Guys, hello.
Yes.
Yes.
So instead of that, what will I do? I'll use Cloud DB only. I don't use on-prem DB. I'll just create my Cloud DB. So for this project, though DB is Cloud DB, treat it as an on-prem DB, okay? So let me create one. This time the same project, but not on a cloud. It should be on a this VM. Done. Come down. This is the price. Okay, let's create my Cloud DB. Meanwhile, let me open the script. Yeah, there is a small disturbance at my end. Something is going on the streets. Yeah. Today it is taking much time to create the DB server. Okay, meanwhile, let us do one thing. Open this. Guys, if you remember, when you deploy a React project to any app service, can you please tell me what will be deployed? Guys, what will be deployed to an app service if it's a React project?
Application.
It is build folder or the artifact, correct or not? Guys, correct. Is it your artifact only, correct or not? Just a minute, let me load the React. Where is that React project? This. If you get here, though it is the whole code, we know that you will only copy the build folder, correct or not? Do you remember that? When you run a build pipeline for any React application, your artifact will be created out of which folder?
Build folder.
Build. That's correct? We know that. And if it is, that means if you want to deploy this React project to a VM, then if I copy only build folder, will it enough?
Yes.
Definitely, guys, that is more than enough. But here, what you all need to do, you delete this build folder. And okay, before that, we need to complete the backend first, guys. Later, we can update these things in the front end. So let us do one thing. First, let me prepare the DB first. Done. Next, go back. Let us go back to here. Query data. Done. My DB is ready. Let me go back here. And guys, do you okay? In guys, 1 minute. Give me a minute. Guys, am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Sorry, guys, there is a function is going on in my neighborhood, so some voices or noise is coming. Okay. Okay. Now let's do one thing. This is done. Okay. Guys, in real time, who will be giving us the build folder?
Developer.
Developer. Okay. If it is a .NET application, which folder we need?
Build.
Not build. If it is .NET, it's a publish folder. Do you remember this?
Yes, publish folder.
Restore, build, publish, build artifact. We need publish folder, correct? If it is a .NET project. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Do you remember .NET pipeline, guys? Anyone?
Yes.
If you remember here, restore installs, build creates a build folder. Publish will create a publish folder in this location, correct? And this artifact will be created out of the publish folder, correct?
Yes.
Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!